Cool, I think everyone's here. We can go ahead and get started. Welcome everyone. My name is John Sarmiento. I will be your host for today. You might know me better as John Reverb on Discord. Um, I will be the person you reach out to get any customer service done. And joining me tonight is Sylvia Keller, our digital marketing specialist, and King Prez, our community manager. Uh,
What's up,
Sylvia,
guys?
would you like to share what you do here at HYTE?
Yeah, so I work as a digital marketing specialist for HYTE. Basically, what that means is I handle everything from content marketing to email marketing to running ads to other kinds of activations, all in an effort to help get the word out about HYTE and bring people to the site and showcase our products. So I'm all over the place and enjoy it immensely. So nice to meet you guys. I think this is my very first time showing my face. I spoke last week, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
If you guys tuned in to our the labs YouTube video where Sylvia
Oh,
and Brad,
yeah, that too.
I think that was your actual first live or yeah, that was your first.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wait,
So
we gotta tell people about that though, right? Like, where do we find it, right? Like, where do we
oh
Oh,
find
yes,
some of that
on
video?
our YouTube channel,
our YouTube channel.
I did a build in the Revolt 3. That was not my first PC build, but my first time building an ITX case. So if you are new to ITX and are curious about building an ITX and want a case that actually is easy to build in, I can tell you with firsthand experience and not as a marketer, but like as a human, yes, it's easy to build in. I was able to complete it. So yeah, check it out if you like.
Cool. And I think you guys have met King a couple times already, but King, would you like to do a short introduction just for the new
Yeah,
folks?
yeah. So yeah, we do all things community here. So John and I work really closely together to go and develop everything that you guys are tuning into. So even the town hall program, all these cool giveaways. Like, we love giving stuff away, so that's totally on us. So if you have to beg someone for something, it's either John or myself. If John doesn't get himself banned, like, just come to me.
Oh
That's fine
man, we
too.
don't talk about that.
I
That
think we
never
do. I
happened.
think we have to talk about it, dude. I think people have to know, are they dealing with the
Those
imposter at
were
this point?
dark times. I was doing my best to make sure that everyone
Uh,
was dealt with, and and I got banned
That's so,
for it.
that's so ominous sounding.
no, but let it
Making
be
sure
known,
everyone was dealt
I
with.
had to reach out to like Discord buddies in Discord, an end around play to actually get you unbanned. Like, it was that severe. So like, you guys saw it. If you're in our Discord, like, you saw him just disappear completely. If he's back, yeah, I'll
I,
take full credit
I
for that.
actually had to use my personal account and create a clone of myself in order to continue Discord operations. But everything's good now. You might see a clone of me walking around or popping around in the Discord chat, but I swear it's me.
Good, good.
Cool.
And also too, just if anything, I'm the only person in North America that even has this, so I play with this almost every other day. I'm happy to actually host. Like, if anybody's curious or interested, and want to know, like, my like my method to my madness, and like actually like doing any switches or swapping them out, or like how I lube and film and whatever that sounds like, I'd be happy to like stick around and do extended edition just to get you guys on this. Also, too, I did want to just to preface this. I know this might come later, but we have some major updates to Keeb, and we'll discuss that whenever we get some free Q&A time. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
handle a lot of stuff, and I know that we just cooked up this giveaway, so stay tuned for the stream to see when that actually starts.
Yeah.
It's for people on the stream, correct? Like, is
Yes.
that how?
So in order for you to have a chance at winning Revolt 3 tonight, all you need to do is stay active in chat, ask us questions, interact with us, and it, you'll be entered, and I'll be able to pull you from a list of names. So,
Wait.
Sylvia, I know one of the talking points tonight is the D&D campaign. Do you want to talk more about that and when it's coming?
we
Also tell us how that became into a fruition. Like, I love it. Okay, so guys, like, we take it from an angle of like, So, and this is you could even answer my questions on it, because I have yet to join any of your campaigns, and I just feel bad. Like, okay, honestly, guys, it's totally I like a toddler running around the house now, so it's a little bit hard for me to go out there. And when you host these games, but like, yeah, tell us how that idea came into fruition. Is anyone here able to join us in these campaigns as well as a like a digital person in these events? But tell us about it and how often it's going to happen. Like, super, super excited to see that kick off.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for those of you who don't know me, which is everybody not at work, I guess, I have been playing Dungeons and Dragons for several years now, and found myself in an effort to just play more often. I began hosting and running games as well. So, um, last year, while I was, helping HYTE launch and working with iBuyPower at the same time, I began hosting some games as a way to kind of get to know my other coworkers, and they had a fantastic time. We did a couple of one shots. It was really great, and I continued to chat with them about why I was really passionate about not just the collaborative nature of the game, but also like the possibilities when you can, draw the walls of your sandbox and then just play and have that improvised element to things involved in gameplay. Versus a lot of video game RPGs, they tend to be a little more railroaded. There's a much wider array of possibility, and I like that about the game. And so, they got to hear several of my nerdy rants, and it came time to create strategies for this year and how to not just sell product. Ultimately, at the end of the day, when you're in business, that is a priority, right? But how do we approach um, our community, our customer base, the people who are going to buy those products, as people and not just as a brand? And how do we kind of bring our faces to the forefront a little more and make ourselves, known that, like, hey, it's not just HYTE. We are real people with real passions. These are our these are our real personalities and what we like to, and how we are creative and how we express ourselves. And that turned into a larger discussion of, man, wouldn't it be interesting to have the community at large see our team in a less formal setting, in a less brand centric setting, just as people. And that's kind of where the idea for these town halls came into fruition. But then we thought, that's still product discussion. That's still kind of bringing it back. How do we get it to be even more just human to human? And that's when they said, well, why not host a D&D campaign? And I'm like, oh, no, let me turn down that opportunity. Yeah, no, absolutely, I was going to do it. So that should be kicking off in March. I would say right around. It is. And this is going to be an adventure that takes place in a custom setting that I have built myself. And I don't want to spoil anything. And I also need backstories from people. So there are a few threads that we're still putting together, but overall, it's going to be extremely exciting. And there's something really, really magical when you get into a game and bring people into your world and watch them make decisions and react to that. You don't really know what's going to happen, which is the best part. So I'm really looking forward to it, and it's kind of really wonderful that the world of like storytelling and technology have come together in so many different ways, and like these are two of my big loves kind of coming into one thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we are a community first brand, and we want to show that we also have a community here within HYTE, right? And I know that you are a veteran here with D&D. Do you have any past characters that you had any strong attachments to, um, that you didn't want to let go?
All of them?
All of
Yeah,
them?
I was gonna say she's probably attached to every single one of them.
Listen, when I make a D&D character, it comes with like a 3 to 5 page backstory written out, a Spotify playlist, the full stat sheet, the probably a voice with rehearsals, the whole thing. Yeah, there's a lot. But I can tell you about some of them. The very first D&D character I made was a dragonborn monk who I eventually dual classed into barbarian. And because I really loved the idea, first of all, her stats were just high enough in strength. She had a 13 strength stat. So that's, you need to meet certain requirements in order to dual class your character. So I managed to take advantage of that and built her to be a character that was very good at being in control of herself until she wasn't, and kind of role playing that out and exploring that kind of anger and that kind of outburst. That was really, really fun for me. D&D is a very it can be a very role centric game, but it can be also very role play centric. I tend to lean towards more the role play side of things because I enjoy writing, I enjoy storytelling. So I got into marketing, and that aspect of things really interests me. But running games is really fun too, because with the structure that you have in place and the rules that you have in place, once everybody kind of gets into the groove of things, so many unexpected things can come out of any given session, and you never know what you're going to get sometimes, especially if your players are also now very comfortable and like just going to make really crazy decisions that you're not expecting, and you just roll with it, and that's the charm of the
Literally the pun there, guys.
Yeah.
But curiously enough, so how often is that going to happen? Like, is it what's your campaign length and frequency?
Well, the length is as long as it takes us from get to level 1 to level 20. We're going to likely have weekly streams, weekly or bi-weekly. It's going to, there are a few details to that, but going for weekly. And from there, we're going to likely try and divide things into like quarterly seasons, and hit certain plot points. But I'm going to be taking people through an adventure that may last up to a year or two, depending. We'll see.
Wow. Well, we got to take these people on a journey then. Like, when this kicks off, are you gonna have like a sign up form for people to join in? I think that'd be kind of cool. And then on top of that, I mean, and you're talking to the 2 giveaway guys. So do you need some support on that? Is there something that we can help out with, like, a guest role that comes in and is just like, I don't know, slaughters everybody for a session? And
King, are you volunteering to be an NPC?
Yeah, I think he wants to play. He wants to
maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes. Yeah. We want to have, a steady group, right? The D&D is best played with a steady, stable group. But for people who are only able to make it on for, an episode or two, yeah, absolutely. We can find a way to create you a character, and you can be the NPC for the day, and help out the group, and provide all the quirks that you want to provide. And yeah, it's going to be really fun for audience participation too. It's not just about bringing people in to experience the story with us, but like engage with us in other ways. So yeah, we want to do giveaways during every stream. We also want to hear feedback from people, and if you like making fan art and want to make fan art, or if you have other like character ideas or theories about what's going on, we want to hear that too. That's like, all of that is fun for me.
Isn't it possible for, let's say, like the Twitch viewership to just kind of like dictate decisions in the game too? Like, can we make polls that just kind of
maybe a few things that we're working on. I'm working on.
I'm unpacking way more than I should be.
Twitch chat plays D&D.
I don't know. Like I'm exploring this.
I don't know if we want to make it that chaotic. I don't know if we want to make it that chaotic.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't know if I'm unpacking something and you want to keep it hush. So tell me, like give me the buzzword when you tell me, like, okay, stop.
What I'll say is that aside from like giveaways and other prizes that you can win while you're watching the stream, I also would like to explore the idea of a plot armor system where, with certain actions, somebody's AC might increase by a point, or somebody might gain an advantage roll, or something like that. So we'll see. But I started hosting a couple of D&D games for like charity streams that did similar structures. So I'm looking into it, but yeah, more details a little later.
Cool. Thanks, Sylvia. And I know that
Very cool.
the Critical Role animated series for Vox Machina came out or is coming or came out today.
Yeah, it's
How
today.
excited
It's
are
today.
you to watch that? I don't know if you've
I'm,
watched it already.
I'm literally gonna hop off this town hall and go watch it.
There's
I'm gonna
three
watch.
episodes that came out, right?
Well, yeah. First 3 episodes today, and then I believe there's gonna be like a weekly release, or yeah, I'm looking at the schedule. But this particular series means a lot to me for a couple of reasons. Number one, because it kind of coincided with uh, when I started getting into D&D. I started watching the show a little more, and season one especially, I watched during my first year in LA here out in while I was working at Newegg, working on their inventory, organizing all of their hardware in their studio, and getting essentially a crash course in hardware by doing that. They were always on in the background, and so like kind of revisiting that. And I was there for the Kickstarter campaign. They raised like $10 million in 24 hours. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think their goal was like $750,000, and they just blew past that.
I think it was like 2 hours they hit their goal. It was pretty insane to witness. And yeah, and that was 2 years, 3 years ago. And they've been working on this series for forever, and it's just releasing. And this has been the efforts of so many people, just because a group of nerds sat down and decided to stream their game of Dungeons and Dragons. Like it's a really cool story, and just a real testament to how powerful story is. I think story is the most powerful force that we have. Um, as human beings. Like it is the way that we construct meaning. It is the way that we connect the dots in our lives. And the fact that we're able to share stories on a scale never before seen because of technology means a lot to me. So this is kind of the culmination of a lot of things that I'm passionate about, and I can't wait to get started and to hear everybody's feedback and meet everybody's characters. Honestly, that's going to be really fun.
Cool. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think if I do play, I would likely be a stealth class. I did play a game. I know I haven't ever played D&D, but I played a game called Divinity 2. And I think anyone that
Oh,
has,
that's it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's so
anyone that
it.
has played the game can attest that it's pretty similar, but yeah, I don't know how
Letting
I could
start
rate.
as a murder hobo rogue for the first session or two,
Yeah.
and don't worry, I'll convert you over to warlock eventually.
Oh no.
Do people have to like submit like a character
Yes. Yeah.
in advance? Okay. So
Yeah.
how long does that process take?
Well, if you've ever played a video game or RPG, you know that character creation takes as long as you want it to.
I'm like, oh, I love it. I like spent 3 hours just like on a
Yeah,
character design itself.
it's kind of like that, but on paper. I probably will run a mostly analog game, because I prefer that, especially if we have first timers. It's nice to have everything on paper in front of you, rather than trying to like navigate apps on top of learning this game. It can be really overwhelming for first timers, and I like to go kind of easy on people, maybe through like level 1 and level 2, and then kick things into high gear. But we'll see. I may have less mercy this time.
Cool. All right, I think if you have any last words you want to say about the D&D campaign, I think we can move on to the community updates.
Uh, get ready to be surprised. Get ready to face the unexpected.
Oh, actually, do you have a name in mind for the group itself?
That is something that I leave to every D&D group that I host.
Mm,
They if we're going to have a name, they have to come up with it as a group. I don't want to make decisions like that, because that's part of the magic, right? I get to construct the world, but they're the ones that are playing it. So.
right, cool. All right, King,
Oh, cool.
we do have a question in Town
I saw,
Halls.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll read it off. Steezy asks, what are you most proud of regarding the company, and what do you guys plan on creating to develop down the road?
I think this question's twofold, right? So, it's definitely the talent that we've built around this brand. I think we are all so aligned in making sure that the design aesthetic, making sure that the lifestyle aesthetic, that the products that we've been developing have all of that in mind, with functionality, and we really look to see what segments of the market are missing with these products. And you're going to see that a lot. I mean, even with the Y60 reveal, right? It's a completely new design in and what otherwise would have just been a regular ATX case or any sort of case shape, right? And you're going to see that again with SR65. You're going to see that again with won't say it because Rob's here. You're going to see that again with three other things I can't say because Rob's also here. And maybe he'll say it, but
You've got a few things.
yeah, we
We talked
we have
about.
a roadmap, guys. We totally have a roadmap, and you're gonna look forward to it. Oh, I would say though that there is a chance that we may come with some really some goodies in the upcoming events. I do want to say that our team is preparing to go and check out things in PAX East. Team is preparing to go and check out things in Anime Expo. So if you are on either side of the coast and you kind of want to meet us in person, we will probably be at these events as well, and look forward to meeting you guys. I also just looked and Rob like unflashed his like microphone
Yeah,
for a
I think
second.
he
I don't
wants
know
to
what
leak some
did he
information.
want to leak some alpha? I don't know. Maybe uh, is he gonna?
No.
Did I skirt the surface? Did I?
What would people like us to leak? Like maybe
Oh,
we should have them guess, and then if it's right, we'll admit it.
okay.
Who's that
We do
Pokemon?
the same thing like we did with Solsky, where like they guess and they get it right. We say nothing, but they just get it. Like we just
Uh,
Yeah, you just win
oh,
money.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Like the first person to guess one of the products on our roadmap just gets that product on the roadmap.
we
Like
say
before we even
nothing.
announce it.
We
Yeah,
we just like,
we'll
totally write it down. Okay,
Well,
okay.
yeah,
You guys can
they
take
have to.
guesses in chat, and then if you
Take
Yeah,
succeed,
screenshots. Take
yeah,
screenshots. If all of a sudden three of us go extremely quiet, maybe you did get it right.
I would say the thing I'm most proud about with Height is the fact that we really set out to create a brand that looked and felt different from what else is on the market right now. So far, I think we've achieved that in a number of different ways, and one of those ways is by being much more transparent and open to teaching people as much as we are to listening to our customer base and connecting with them. I still empathize with people who are beginners here. I did not grow up around a lot of technology. I actually, nothing in my early life prepared me for this as my career. And learning everything and coming up in this industry has really given me not only a lot of respect for the industry itself, but also a lot of empathy for people that are trying to learn about this stuff to make purchase decisions and things like that. Um, and I love channeling that into the marketing I do. I love channeling that into the content we're producing because we want to make sure that it's not just people who already know the jargon and already have the information that enjoy our products, right? We want to make sure that building a PC is fun for even if you're a first timer and you're doing it on the fly with next to no instruction or somebody not there physically to teach you. Having people who are patient enough and willing enough to not only teach but to also listen to feedback and say this could be improved in a number of different ways and potentially apply that feedback is way different from just a brand giving you cool memes and lols and not much else in terms of like community.
shots fired.
I didn't.
no, Sylvia's getting the Rob treatment with the
Yeah.
video.
And the follow up to that, I see CZ, you ask why did you start or join this company? But it's I would have almost like tangent that off in that the team is so small. The team that has been kind of like segmented out into developing the high brand team so small that one, it's either some part of our background or some part of our hobby or some part of any product that we're developing is like is of huge interest to either one or many of us in the company too. It's a product that we would have always wanted to see to develop ourselves, and then secondly, because we have that like affinity with any product, we also would go out of our way to the communities in which we believe the product would succeed and kind of ask that feedback too. So I like that opportunity. I super like that opportunity. The fact that we get that flexibility to be here in front of you guys and ask you guys what you think we should make or what you think we should do to improve something. I think that's cool.
On that note, I am looking to revamp the Discord. There will be a suggestions channel up soon. If there's anything that you ever wanted to see in any community Discord, just let me know. We want to provide the best platform for you guys to interact with us. Make sure that everything is clean, accessible, and easy to use. So that is something on my list of things to do. Also, an update on the WPM tournaments. It's been about a month since we did the last one, but we haven't forgot, and we will be resuming these tournaments soon. I know that you guys asked about the tournaments last week, and just expect something in early February. That's really all I can say.
And John, you don't give yourself enough credit too. So like you had like a 5-second intro, but I will say that John has definitely handled these events very well. So if you are part of the first WPM tournament at all, if you're going to be a part of any of them in the future, right? Then John is a handler, right? So that is coming. That is coming up soon. Definitely plan for those really cool events. But let us know also, like I know we've collabed with Monkey Type before, but if there's a specific game mode that you think within Monkey Type that you guys like, that suggestions channel right there is gonna be where it's at.
Yeah, I know we did the various types of game modes in Monkey Type. There was the mirror, there was the mountains, the earthquake. I find that stuff kind of fun because it puts everyone on like an equal playing field. Because I remember there was one time where it was a mirrored match, and we had Oates, someone who could type at upwards of 200 words per minute, and he lost to our team member Jeffy. He somehow won with 46 words per minute during that race. So
That's amazing.
yeah, if you guys have any ideas of what tournaments you guys want to see, I know that we were kind of kidding about the 1v1 tournament with you and I. If you want to go down that road, I suggest
Wait, who
you
challenged you?
practice.
Who
Well,
challenged you?
it
Someone was
wasn't.
like, someone wanted to flex on you, and then you like all you
No,
did
no,
was
no.
post a screenshot.
I gave them the challenge. I said if they wanted to get the death mat, they would have to beat my grid shot score.
Are you sure? Because someone definitely was like, oh yeah, let me see your like grid, and then you
Oh
you
yeah,
showed it,
no.
and they were like,
I asked them if they wanted to go with or if they wanted the death pad, they would have to beat my score. And then I went and practiced that night, and I I'd say I did pretty well. I beat my PP, and I think I could break 140K sometime soon.
I wonder who would step up for that. Like, you should have a separate sign up list just for that. Like, take down John, challenge.
Yeah. If there are any other updates that you want to give, King, any insights on the rewards program and where that is at right now?
Yeah, so the other update on the rewards program is like, of course, we're still filling out our backlog, right? So there's going to be a huge push for us to right when we get that stuff in, it's all coming out. So if any of you are tuning in and you're still like, oh, I still don't have that desk mat, or I still don't have my shirt that I'm looking for, we're on it. We put in a rather large order to fulfill that backlog, right? So do look forward to that. We definitely have not forgotten about you. If it helps for us to kind of announce that and where we're at, let me know, ping me. Happy to post that somewhere in an updates channel. But yeah, also too, we are considering creating more cool swag. So when that suggestion channel actually comes up, look out for it. And then of course, like throwing this over to the other side of the pond here, right? So on the IBP side, brand, if they've got some stuff that we could potentially borrow, you know, I'll try to see if we can get some of that approved over to Win, because they're also cooking up some incredible merch, and more. Like I'm kind of like surprised at how much they're coming out with. So yeah, if any of that can cross over, like as soon as I get like a confirmation of what that looks like, if that seems pretty cool to you guys, then you know, I will happily request from those across the pond to see what we could bring over. Because why not? We like rewarding our community with stuff. So
Right. Cool. Thanks, King. I think that's it for community updates. If there's anything that we haven't covered yet, King, feel free to let us know. Otherwise, I think we can get straight into the winner of the meme contest. So I know we have.
wait, you gotta tell them how did we, like, what was the filtration system? How many, like we went and did this like through our team too, but
Right. So
yeah.
there were a total of 26 submissions. Uh, I saw that a couple of you guys didn't fill out the Google form, so if
Oh
unfortunately,
no! Imagine being that person. You're like,
Wait, who didn't?
I'm not quite sure, but I saw some posts in the meme channel that weren't on the Google form, so unfortunately,
maybe they were just content to make a meme.
oh,
Yeah,
Make a meme.
they just wanted to share with us.
maybe we should just call them out and make them feel bad.
Cool.
No, I don't want to.
Let's not do that. No. Why are you advocating for that?
Yeah, don't be like
Be like,
Brew.
you could have had this.
Yeah, so out of those 26 submissions, I made a Google Doc or Google form and shared it across the office, and we voted for our top 4 favorite memes. And so
Okay.
on that note, we can just get started with the 4 finalists. So the first meme that we want to showcase is from Taylor. Taylor, retired game player. What do you guys think about this calculator that we have?
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think he said he whipped this up in like 5 minutes, and honestly,
Excellent work.
His memes
Excellent
are
work.
whipped up in 5 minutes, right?
I couldn't do that. And this angle of the Y60 just gave me, like, it looks like a pencil sharpener to me from this angle. I used to have one of these when I was younger.
The old school ones,
yeah,
right?
the
like
super
the
old school
ones with
pencil
the plastic
sharpeners.
bottom. Yeah.
Cool. And then the second finalist is Wet Metal.
Taylor, retired game player 3442. Where are you? Are you in the stream or no? Where are you? If you're in here, definitely ping us.
So I thought this was pretty funny, honestly. There were a lot of fish tank memes, but I hadn't thought about boiling fish in Y60.
No.
This was a favorite amongst the people in the office. And then we also have Odd User.
I don't know. Does that concern you that it was?
No. I really like this.
No, who said this one was totally on my top?
I think the
like,
intern really liked it. He added us in the community chat and said this one was really cool.
I have questions to that intern.
Alright, and then next up we have Odd User. Odd User 7096. He came up with the Star Wars meme.
Oh, I voted for this one.
I actually really like this one too.
I did vote for this one for sure.
Yeah. There were a total of 106. No. Sorry, 72 votes. And this Odd User, he came in third with 18 votes.
Hold on. Third is 18. Okay.
Yes. Unfortunately, Taylor, your 5-minute meme, I like it. I like that.
You got John's blessing.
Yes, you have my blessing.
That matters a lot. Matters a lot.
They call me Cheese Man in the office, and this is
reasons, okay?
Yes,
for
reasons. My name is Sarmiento, and it sounds like Sargento, like the cheese brand. So,
you expose yourself, so that's not on us.
yeah, it's okay. It's on my host or the tag. tagline. And then we have the last finalist, XD Lucifer. I think he's here in the chat.
No way! Yes, this is it.
Oh my gosh, the Finding Nemo reference. Yes.
Yes.
Emotional damage at the end.
Excellent.
Emotional damage.
This came in second place with 30 votes.
Second place. Oh, Lucio.
The prize is actually Wet Nuddle with 26 votes. Oh, sorry, 36 votes.
Oh my! I still have questions, but congratulations.
Amazing.
Amazing.
You were so close to getting that special roll, Lucifer. I don't know what you wanted, and if you still want it, maybe you can hit me up with the 1v1 or with the 1v1. If you can beat my grid shot score, I'll definitely give you that special title.
Ooh. Let me train right now, he says. Oh my god. 1v1 Rust.
1v1 Rust.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys watched my power stream, but I think I did pretty well. But yeah, those were
big
the
thanks
memes.
to everybody that submitted. These were great. These were honestly so great.
Yeah, really well done, everyone. I don't think this is going to be the last of this type of tournament that we do.
I hope not. I'm sure there will be plenty more memes to come.
Yeah, that just means we have to produce products at an incredible rate.
But yeah, What Nuddle, congratulations on winning the Y60. And
Good job.
For everyone
Good
else,
job.
you will be receiving a $25 Amazon gift card. Just stay tuned. I'll be reaching out and I'll get that in your hands.
There are no losers in this contest.
King is so happy he's in a freeze frame.
Wait, am I really? Am I really frozen?
You're kind of stuttery, yeah.
No
Yeah,
way, right? Still?
Well, you just caught up.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
That's good. Yeah.
And then that's not it for giveaways. I haven't forgot about the Revolt 3 giveaway for everyone here in Twitch chat. If you've been active, you've been chatting, you are entered into the giveaway.
Ooh.
So, good luck, everybody. I'm gonna start rolling. If you're still here and you're listening, you better start typing. I'm gonna give you guys
no preparedness
1 minute.
at all. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 60. Okay.
All right, 60 seconds, guys. Start typing in chat if you want this Revolt 3. And this is gonna be a white case.
I still want to do a colorway idea. I still want to like paint one. Well, who won that one? It was which one won? Was it the space gray?
It was the gray one.
Yeah.
It was the gray one, right? Okay, yeah. Reach out and finish that up. Tell him to do that. So.
All right, you guys have until 38. At exactly 38, I will pull the trigger.
Ooh.
And guys, this isn't just gonna be a one-time thing. If you guys tune into any other town hall, we'll likely have other giveaways as well. We are out of stock for mouse pads and a rewards items, but we will have more soon.
For now.
So are you telling me every town hall we have, we're going to be giving away something, whether that's potentially a revolt run?
That's up to these people to find out. So if you guys tune in next week, yeah, you'll see. You'll find out. So if you don't get one this time, come back next week on Friday, 5 p.m. And maybe potentially win a Y60. I didn't say that. All right, cool.
What? What'd you say?
I don't know. All right, cool.
Oh.
It's 5:38. I'm gonna roll.
Man's
All right.
just skipped over.
All right, institutions. Congratulations on the Revolt 3.
Institutions?
Yeah, institutions.
Is he in Discord?
I think. Don't know. Is he Steezy in Discord? Is that you?
Is that you? No, wait, don't do that, because he'll be like, yes, in the town hall questions.
Then all of a sudden we have 2 giveaways.
He said it's me.
It's me. I don't know. I need some proof. I need a screenshot.
Some solid evidence. Yeah. We need a screenshot of your dashboard.
Yeah. Anyway, institutions, I will DM you after the stream, and we'll get that Revolt 3 in your hands.
Can't wait to see the build.
I think that's it for tonight's town hall. It's a pretty short one, but if you guys have
any time for more questions?
Yeah.
I think we have tons of questions.
I have an update too, though. Okay, so like obviously like SR65. So a really cool update. So we sent one out to Alex Sotos, if that wasn't if that's not clear yet. So he has he has the Chrome edition one. I have a meeting with him on Sunday, so it's basically a date with Alex Sotos. We're going to be going over everything that he wants to see in terms of like any cool improvements or anything like that. Again, this a replica of this in its Chrome version is out with Alex Sotos, so we're going to go and talk with him. Just another note too, just because you haven't heard a lot about this, is we've been waiting literally for his feedback. And I think that's incredibly important. So our PMs that are just literally waiting there for his feedback, that's how serious we take this stuff, is that we want to make sure that when we are asking for feedback, or when we say that we have feedback from Alex Sotos or Apiary, is that we actually mean it, that we actually mean to take it in and see if we have to do any sort of like adjustments to the Keeb to make it good, right? So that would be my last update, and possibly why you haven't heard anything about this for a minute. But yeah, happily answer any questions that you guys have in terms of SR65. I still owe you guys that post about like what has actually changed. But if you guys want to recap on that, hard switch to south-facing switches, and a couple of things under the hood that we have to smooth out. But yeah, I can answer any of those questions, and sure Rob can answer any of that questions if you guys have any of that in the Discord. So just let us know. We'll be hanging out in the Keeb product discussion.
Actually,
channel.
Rob, were you keeping an eye on chat? Did anyone get the product right? Did anyone guess right?
Oh no, sorry. I'm currently building a Y60, so I wasn't looking at
What
that.
a flex!
Yeah.
Is it the thing we discussed earlier in the meeting?
I don't think so. This one's mine.
He just kept it, guys.
Yeah, I just picked up an Asus Maximus Z690 Hero and DDR5, and yeah, it's time to upgrade my Threadripper.
Yeah, feels like a total perk.
It's definitely nice. You know, you work at HYTE, you get the HYTE stuff a little earlier, and not just that. Like you see the future coming. It's really nice.
Yeah, cool.
But were there questions? Did someone have a question?
No questions. But if you want to leak anything,
what's a leak?
Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh, it's not a question of like whether he is. It's what.
Yeah, I see. I like to validate if someone's paying attention and they guess it. I like that. But to just throw it out there seems a little uncouth. If anybody has any guesses,
yeah, keep the guesses coming, guys.
Yeah, it's got to be recorded within the time span of the stream being live, right? And then maybe you won something.
All white Y60. Is there? Are we ever?
we probably will never make an all white Y60.
Breaking hearts tonight, Rob.
Yeah, when you have a case that's white, pure white, it's not natural, and you end up with a lot of shades of gray. And what you want is a heavy contrast to black and white, so it's white in the absence of white. And by making the interior all black, if you have a couple of black components and a couple of white components, it looks perfect. Whereas if you had an all white case and you had like any component that showed anything that wasn't white, you look a little off. So it's about that balance.
But if somebody wants to make an all-white mod, I would be down to see that PC. That would be really cool.
We haven't spoken about that in a minute, right?
I mean, that would be like
if
a
you're modding
snowblind
stuff,
Y60, right? You'd have to make a snowblind where it's just like white inside and full of LEDs.
That's still a thing, by the way. So, like, if you guys are modding anything, any product of ours, we would happily support you if you guys show us what you're doing. So, anyone who's picked up a Revolt, or anyone that's gonna pick up a Y60, or anyone that's gonna pick up things that are coming out, if you guys have an idea that you want to run past us, we're happy to entertain that and throw some support your way. So, yeah, definitely reach out to us.
Rob, are you reading chat, or are you still building? You want me to read some of the responses?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, if you could read them.
Yeah, cool. So someone said, "Is it a HYTE AIO or a HYTE RGB fan?"
Were those? Did one person guess those things, or were those independent guesses?
They were independent answers or guesses.
Okay, and those were two individual people.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two people just won products.
Ooh.
All right, Lucifer, you won something tonight.
Oh.
YouTube, full of shrimp. I will DM you and I will get your information. And then once we actually have those products, you will have them. We will send them over.
We're literally giving away products that we haven't made yet. So you like
just for guessing what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, is a HYTE fish tank pump on the list as well?
It's unfortunately not. I'm very sorry.
The fish keeping community will be after our throats, but I that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
What if we better than any fish tank pump that you would normally find in a
only if it is also able to cool a piece.
Literal.
Yeah.
All right.
Aren't they interchangeable? I'm pretty sure they're interchangeable.
Some of them are, but some of them, a lot of the ones that you would use for liquid cooler, the tolerance is a little tighter, and if there were like algae or anything to grow in it, it would seize up more easily.
Oh, we have a question from Solsky. Nice to see you again, Solsky. Welcome back.
Also, I want to point out Solsky is the original OG winner of this situation. So
yeah, this situation.
Yeah.
This
situation.
He asked if fans were announced with the Y60.
We didn't do a lot of. Well, so I want to be very clear. The Y60 hasn't officially like launched. We've opened up pre-orders, but we haven't gone on the full marketing push yet. The fans that are included with the Y60, I would say, are better than most fans that would be included with the case. We designed the frame to look more substantial and more modern than anything else that's shipping out there. But what's really cool is they come with fluid dynamic bearings. So that's pretty unheard of. Usually you get like a rifle sleeve fan. It's like the lowest common denominator.
So those make them quieter and just overall nicer bearing than a typical fan.
Yeah. And the fan blade color, we went with a cool gray, which I think once you see the case in person, you'll see how that works really nicely. That the black with the cool gray, you almost can't distinguish whether it's white or cool gray, but the cool gray gives it like a more polished feeling in person.
Ooh, Lucifer's asking what the size of the AIO to be announced is. Can we reveal that or not?
Look at that. Yeah, it's reading into
I don't think we can reveal anything. I'm not even about to say that we're making a liquid cooler. All I'm saying is that we're giving that person their guess.
Special order.
Yeah, we'll see. To be determined.
The mystery continues. Well, cool.
480 millimeter, easy. That seems a little bit big.
We're gonna take two 200s and make a 400 mil, 400 by 400. Actually, that'd be four 200s. It would just be a side panel radiator.
I mean,
we're not doing that.
With cooling challenges anymore, that might be necessary.
Easy replace Y60 glass with rads. Just rads all around.
You're revealing our expansion plans.
Do you make that into a contest? Who can fit the most radiators in the Y60?
It's like a clown car challenge.
It's we should do one of those memes and you slap the roof. This bad boy can fit so much cubic meters of cooling.
Can fit the most fish in a Y60.
The PETA's gonna be all over us.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta order the like animatronic Amazon.com ones. Just goldfish. Okay.
It's fine. They're fish, but like they're just goldfish. No, that's awful. Lucy says I can easily fit 14 beta fish in a Y60. The beta fish are all gonna fight each other though. I guess if you want a battle royale, you'll get one.
Oh my god, the thought. Beta royale. Oh man. Yeah, does anyone have any other questions not related to anything we have asked before?
Yeah, do you guys have any questions for me? This is kind of my first time showing my face, I suppose.
Did you actually tell your story yet? Like,
not really. No, we just kind of jumped right into D&D, didn't we?
Yes. So, my bad. Did you want to tell us a little bit more about yourself, Sil?
Sure.
So I was asking for a room tour. Immediately.
Tour. Yeah, your room is so pink.
You mean my apartment tour? So welcome to my apartment. You are looking at it. Yeah, this is it. But I do have smart lighting, and it's coming off pink here, but it's actually like orange and purple. And then I've got my little corner over here where I read and hang out and do other things, and then my kitchen's behind me. So that's my place, my teeny tiny corner of paradise in LA. So yeah. But in terms of like how I ended up here, it's kind of a little bit of a convoluted story. Let me try and sum up. I was raised in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, to parents that were fairly conservative and pretty technology averse. Like I didn't play any video games growing up. They were actually banned in my house. I didn't have any game systems. I didn't have games. And we had a home computer and we had a home television, but I didn't have like a TV in my room. Pretty heavy media censorship. I relate really hardcore to Captain America when he comes out of the ice. Like, oh, I understood that reference. Like that's kind of been my adult experience. It's just kind of coming into the real world. In 2018, I got hired by Newegg, sight unseen. I was living in Chicago to work in their studio, and that was because I had a lot of content marketing experience and a lot of studio production experience through my college degree. And when I got into Newegg Studio day one in January 2018, they had me build a PC for the first time. And so with instruction, but not like direct help, I was coached through building my first PC in that studio from one of their builders. Because they knew going in that I had never even seen the inside of a PC, let alone sold hardware. But I knew my stuff when it came to marketing and production. From there, I got launched into an inventory project and essentially just got a crash course just existing in that world into hardware. So I went from not knowing anything about PCs to learning about CPU generations and motherboard chipsets and compatibility and getting into like custom building and modding. I mean, Newegg had the advantage of being a hardware distributor, not an SI like iBet Power, right? So we were able to play a lot more. I remember one of our writers did a setup with like 10 monitors linked up to an Intel NUC, and if we could just do it and just to see, and we did it, and we did a really epic build in like the Tower 900 with like a dual custom loop. We did a couple of other modded PCs. Eventually, what really started to happen for me was not only did I get really passionate about the technology itself, number one, because it was brand new to me and it was interesting and it had never been introduced to me by my environment. And now out of necessity, I was learning it and finding out just how sophisticated the things that I had been using to complete the work that I love to do were. But on top of that, the understanding that like being a beginner can be really hard in this industry, and having somebody who is a really patient teacher that will be willing to teach you what everything is and how to navigate all this jargon and how to navigate all of the numbers in a spec sheet and like understand what they mean and understand what's going on, that's invaluable to people. And as a marketer, one of the things that I really, really love is getting people excited about the things that I'm already excited about. And doing that in a way that is not just, hey, buy the stuff, but hey, I'm excited about this. Let me tell you about it. Let me teach you about it. Get you as excited as I am. And then if you decide to purchase from us, awesome. You know, good marketing is really just good information and delivering information in a human way. And I still empathize what it's like to be a beginner and to feel unsure and uncertain. And I think that's what makes me really good at doing what I do for HYTE, because not only do I have like the marketing expertise, but I also haven't forgotten what it's like to not know things. And I think that can be a really like difficult temptation in technology. You get a certain level of knowledge, and sometimes people either hang on to it and hoard it, or they just forget what it's like to not know it. And so you're discussing something with somebody, and they know you're speaking English, but they're not following you because they don't know the jargon. And there's so much additional knowledge that they have to know just to follow your simple conversation. What is simple conversation to you? So bridging that gap is really something that I'm passionate about and really, really love doing, because if I can be introduced to this and, get a crash course on it and come up into where I am now, it's possible for a lot of other people to gain the knowledge they need to make really good decisions and to become passionate about something that they never expected. That's part of life. That's really fun. You don't know what you're going to discover and fall in love with.
What impresses me too, with you specifically, Sylvia, is like you don't have like any you're not withholding anything in terms of like searching for subject matter experts and then having that integrated into the content that you create for us. So if you guys are wondering too, like if you've read anything on HYTE.com in terms of the blog, that is a Sylvia exclusive. So if you're looking at that,
Mostly.
and
We do work with some writers, but
we do, and Sylvia puts a lot of thought and process and editing into the articles that we put up there from that lens. So that's really cool. So if you guys would ever like want to check us out and see what Sylvia directly puts on that website, then yeah, go read up. It's just
I would also, if you guys also have questions about building a PC in general that you'd like answered, or PC modding that you'd like answered, maybe you're, getting into a project that you really, really want to do, but you're unsure, put it in chat, put it in our Discord, and that might inspire an article write up, a partnership with somebody that is or has expertise in that specific area. Because what I really would like for HYTE to become is a place where people can not only come to hang out and have a good time, but also like discuss what they're passionate about technology and get introduced to inspiration and ideas they may not have had before. We're getting into a point in building a PC where it's not just about your spec sheet, although that is important, right? And having the biggest and the best PC can be just as important to somebody as, for another person, it's building on a budget and getting the best bang for your buck. But both of them need to learn how to install CPU. Both of them need to learn how, from a beginner standpoint, if you don't know anything, no matter what your end goal is, there are certain steps you need to take to get there. And so I want to meet people where they're at and educate them, but in a way that is inspiring, not just, hey, here's how to do this, but here's how to build not just any PC, but the PC you want, the PC, how you want it to look, the aesthetic you're looking to achieve, even if you don't have, a blowout budget for hardware, you can still make something that you can be proud of and gain a better understanding and a better appreciation for what you have, because you know how it works and you know how to fix it and you know how to maintain it. That's part of the joy of it. It's one thing to just grab a laptop or, a system off the shelf, but it's quite another thing when you build something, make it your own, and, are capable of taking care of it. There's a more personal connection that I really love.
I think Taylor had a question for you, Sylvia. Taylor had a question for you, Sylvia. Um, he said he's not a marketer, but he loves marketing. Have you read any of Seth Godwin's stuff, or if you know about him at all?
Seth Godin? Not yet, but I'm going to seek him out after this conversation. I draw inspiration from a ton of different places. I think one thing that I really like to see is marketing that can entertain as well as inform. I might sound a little shilly when I say this, but I really like Gary Vee's approach to this. Like everything is content, and there is a way to make every conversation that you have in the course of building a business into something that is marketable and contentful. But lately, also, getting inspired by other brands outside of the technology field is really important to me too. I'm continually impressed with like clothing companies, for example, Chubbies. They're one of the most hilarious brands out there. They came up on really, really good marketing, especially email marketing, back in the day, and they've just maintained a really, really good community that way. Gosh, you really put me on the spot here. There's a ton of really, really cool brands out there. At the end of the day, I don't like marketing that doesn't feel as passionate about a product as a person, right? If I'm going to market something, it's difficult to market a product you don't believe in. Part of the reason I like working at HYTE is the products we release, I believe in. I believe in them. They are emotionally compelling. They are products that I would want to buy, and they're products that I can easily talk about and sell and see in my life and see in my world or in the world of my friends. And that is not something that every marketer gets to do. A lot of times marketing is, hey, we've got this product. It may not be the greatest, but make it sound good. And I don't like doing that kind of marketing. I don't do that kind of marketing. I seek out places to work that avoid that kind of marketing. And that's why I am here. So that, I hope, answers your question. I will be looking up Seth Godin after this, though. Thank you for the recommendation.
Well, thank you for telling us a little bit more about your backstory and digital marketing and how you got here. I know we haven't talked about myself at all, but
oh, John, you do so much.
Do it.
So
shoot your shot.
Yeah,
shoot your shot.
So before working at HYTE, I actually was a freelance coach for League of Legends. I used to play at a pretty high level. I played in Challenger League. I was ranked 15 in NA at one point.
Yeah, pretty high level, guys.
And
just pretty high.
Yeah, I just love playing games and being introduced to HYTE and I Buy Power. This is the place I want to be. Like being in esports is really fun. You get to meet a lot of really cool individuals, and I respect people who have skill in different games that I don't think I could ever achieve. Just watching people play Osu, and how much skill they have in doing one thing, just literally clicking circles and clicking to the beat, that is hard for some people. And we recently picked up BTMC, right? And he is insane. And I don't think I could ever really be that good. So before working here, and whatever and anything that I do, I strive to have iterative improvements. Like one of my hobby is improvement. I don't know if that's weird. Is that a weird thing to say? Just like finding something that I am a complete novice in and trying to build myself up. That's kind of what I enjoy. So having anything thrown at me that is hard, I like to find ways where um I can do it on my own. And I think I'm resourceful enough to learn these things. And obviously you have Google.
Vouch.
Yeah. So
So
and
Also, Google vouch. Google vouch as
yes,
well.
Google, I'm a
that's
Google.
a necessary value I think you have to have in order to succeed at, you know, especially in a startup environment. Like, first marketed job I ever got was a content marketing job that was thrown at me because I had turned down a position as a CMO's assistant and basically told the CEO, hey, I don't want to be anybody's assistant. Give me something to do in marketing. That's what I would like to do. And at the time I was working in customer service, and they knew I was a good writer because I'd just written their customer service training manual and trained a bunch of their new employees. So they threw a magazine at me, like an online blog, an online magazine. And I met with my boss about twice in the course of like 8 months, and everything else was a school of Google because that's what it had to be. And that resourcefulness comes in handy because not only do you master something more when you teach it to yourself, but like if you can teach yourself effectively enough to teach other people, that's when you know you've really got it down. So yeah, lean into that.
Yeah, and that's one of the aspects that I really loved when I was coaching. I really felt that League or just any game that I was very proficient at, I felt really good just being able to pass on my knowledge and being able to help people. Where at that time there was little to no information on how to actually get better. And nowadays, like League is massive. We have plenty of coaches. There's so many resources out there, and all you have to do is just put your mind to it. Go, be resourceful, you know, and yeah, you'll succeed.
The sheer act of just finding information like that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. It just makes it's curious because, like, you know, let's say HYTE made an appearance at PAX. Do we have someone 1v1 you free PC?
Oh, I like that idea.
1v1
I
me
like
and
that.
I'm like leaning into it. I like no meme.
what game?
Like,
Tell me what game and I'll start
I
practicing
mean,
right now.
okay, well, clearly you have to. Okay, I see. So it does. Are you flexing that you could just learn all of this in like
I
2-3 months?
I think if I put my mind to it, whenever I play a game, I play a game because I find it fun, and whenever I put my time into anything, I try to make sure I'm at least in a high level.
Like 15th in NA, right?
Yes, 15.
Oh, somebody suggested Mortal Kombat. Instead, I will absolutely button mash challenge anybody.
1v1 Mortal Kombat 11 free PC.
All right, I think fighting games, you will definitely beat me. I think I'm only good at like Smash. I'm pretty decent at Smash, but
okay.
Any technical fighters?
I'll button mash challenge anybody any day. Let's go.
I'll
King
spam Hadouken in the
knows.
corner.
King knows. I faced off against you.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
What I lack in skill, I make up for in speed.
Yeah. And I think
I gotta set that up for PAX now.
yeah,
1v1 John
let's do
challenge.
it. Let's do it. That sounds like a great time.
there's a couple games, or just come up with a couple games, and I'll start practicing on all of them. And then you guys have to break down the wall that is the cheese man.
The cheese man.
Oh,
Okay.
Steve, you asked if does his revolt come with the 700-watt power supply, or is it just the revolt?
It is.
Ooh.
I think we specifically said it was a white case with. We didn't. I don't think we said if it had a power supply actually.
Honestly,
I think
it was the
I think you
case.
got to give it to him. If we didn't specify,
If we didn't say anything,
we need to take the chip on our. You know, okay, we need to specify in the future. If we have it, we should give him the power supply.
All right, you got it, man. You got to revolt.
There you
with the
go.
power supply.
There it
John,
is.
see if it's possible. And yeah, CZ, you know, this is just going to illustrate that it never hurts to ask. Never hurts
You
to
don't
ask.
ask, you don't get.
Precisely.
Again, congrats on winning that Revolt 3, and I think Wet Nuddle or Joe, you're here now. Congrats on winning the Y60. I don't know if you were here when we announced that.
Oh
you
yeah,
won
that's right. He
the
wasn't.
meme.
I don't think he was.
Yeah. I think he's here. I saw him chat in Twitch.
Oh, is he? Okay.
But yeah, I'll reach out to everyone that won tonight and get those prizes in your hand, or hands. And again,
No, just the one hand.
just the one hand. If you can lift the Y60 with just one hand, then I'll give you another one. Okay, maybe I should.
another hand.
No, another hand, or I'll give you a hand.
Okay.
with the ones. Okay. Yeah. Thanks everyone for coming. I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Wait. I'm
Cool.
gonna send a photo real quick.
Oh
If
no.
anybody
Oh my
wants to
gosh.
see what the back side of our fan looks like. This is our standard case fan.
But not the front, just the back.
Just the back.
I mean, I want to see the response. If they're gonna criticize my back, I'm not gonna show them my front.
Oh my gosh. Sorry,
Oh,
I just saw.
Showing them like by the way, guys, he put it in the Discord, so if it's not on stream, it's in the Discord.
Yeah, what do you guys think of the fan?
I think it looks clean.
Yeah, it's clean.
I like that it actually is a square case to it. You know, some of them it's not filled in. It's kind of oh my god, words are failing me right now.
Yeah, they look like they're flat pack. Every fan in existence, they've never made it look like a solid piece of machinery. They're all like very flat. I think we got a good enough response. I can show the front.
Ooh.
I love the branding on that.
Yeah,
It's
the branding's
super clean.
I like the funneling action. It just like from like the backside of the fan, it has this like really cool I don't know, to me it like just feels like it's just coming in from the side. So
you get a different experience when you stand in front of a fan than standing behind the fan. And so we kind of played with that concept that the intake on the fan is this smooth, low pressure kind of pull, and then the backside of the fan is just this like turbulent power. And so I think that's reflected in the industrial design that we got there. And then at the side, they look like very substantial items. And something we haven't talked about is there is rubber on all the corners too. So anti-vibration rubber, usually not included on case fans. Neither is fluid dynamic bearings.
So these are going to run super quiet then.
Super quiet, and we include 3 of them.
I'm also really loving the matte finish on everything. It just looks really clean and flat and nice.
when are you going to be done with this build, Rob?
I need to clear I'm gonna have to install Windows on one of my existing SSDs, and that's like a dumpster fire right now. So I don't know where I'm gonna put all that information. So I'm putting the motherboard in. I've had this Kraken Z73 sitting here for since Jeff was at Asetek, and so I'm finally getting to use that. And the motherboard is the super fancy Asus one with like the little diode screen that you could program. So
yeah, formula.
The Maximus Hero.
Okay.
And I've got some memory that we borrowed from the office until my my Amazon memory arrives. But other than that, maybe tonight. It'll be I think it's the first Y60 system that like is out in the wild.
I think Schmitty has a question for you, Rob. In
Yeah.
the Y60 renders, where can he get the water cooling system that was displayed in that?
Oh, that is a render. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that is the render right now. So you may have to make your own loop.
And I can, if are they talking about the one in the video?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah, that was something that Bold put together, but we've already done better than that. So got some stuff coming. Like anything you guys probably think is cool, we're already putting into production, because it would be really lame of us to think of cool things and not make them.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole point of, right, isn't it? Think of cool
Make
things,
cool stuff.
make cool thing, bring cool thing to the world. Yes. profit.
I think I'm going to drop one more photo into town hall questions.
Oh, geez.
This is nothing's bolted in yet, nothing, but I think it's really cool. You can see the way the venting lines on the case go from the rear side to the top to the bottom. We lined everything up, so it's got this really cohesive effect.
That's a really good look at the PCIe cable too. I know we've briefly shown it, but that's a cool photo.
Yeah. I'm psyched. I literally have been in a Source 340 for a very long time because that was the last case that I worked on, and I guess I don't use cases that I don't make. So
it's cool how the design language literally goes to every single panel, from top back to bottom. Even from this angle, it kind of looks neat. So
it's really the case's job to make your components look like a system. And so if your case can't even look cohesive, how could you ever expect your case to make your components look cohesive? So it all starts at home. See a lot of like such and such is typing right now.
Yeah, nobody's entering.
Is this
easy? I'm gonna forward HYTE products. Nice.
When it's finished.
Maybe I'll we can show the build next town hall.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
We need to take photos of that setup for sure. Then, curious where you put it on a desk.
It sits on my subwoofer.
Okay.
So they're like giant like 50-pound subwoofer, and it sits on top of the subwoofer.
Well, that's something to look forward for next week then.
Yeah. And I got a better camera, so hopefully it's not glitching out.
I think I have a solution for that next week, so don't worry.
Yeah,
it
upgrades
actually,
the stream.
Yeah, it actually went out one time or twice the stream for Sylvia. So I think that's a new record.
Yeah, fun. We're working on it, guys. We'll make some better setups here shortly. I promise.
And if there's any last minute questions, I think is it everyone good here? Are we good to wrap up?
Yeah. Oh, Solski, good luck with your semester finals.
Oh, man.
I feel your pain. I remember college. It was a thing. Actually, I did pretty well in school, but finals were always stressful. Always.
I'd push and pee. Always push and pee. All right. Well, if there's no other questions, I think it was a really fun time just learning more about you, Sylvia, and learning more about the D&D campaign that's coming up.
And you, John, Cheese Man, revealed.
I just play games. Okay, I'm a gamer at heart. Anyway, yeah. So guys, look forward to the WPM tournaments, more giveaways. And then updates to the Keeb SR65 plus the rewards program. There's a lot to keep track of, and we will update you week by week on these town halls. And we thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you at the next one.
All right, good night.
Bye, guys.
I like how you're totally the cheese man now.